we make movie magic. We already know the word movie is a nickname for moving pictures. In the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company began producing magic lanterns like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Just for a moment, imagine what that must have been like. Sitting in a darkened tent, suddenly the white backdrop is revealed and illuminated with a single image. Then, when seen in the right light, the right order, and at the right speed, that image came to life to create a magical new world. Universal Studios has been making movies on this very location for over 100 years. During that time, we have turned out some of the most memorable film moments in the history of Hollywood.
Hold on to your butts.
How about that? Good stuff. Please keep it up for my co-host, Aaron.
Oh yeah, thank you so much everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Good to see you, buddy. I love the outfit.
Thank you. From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has always remained the same. To make you, the audience, believe that everything that you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects, which are effects that are shot on set in front of the camera. And our first example of practical effects is models. Universal's 1932 film The Mummy made use of miniature effects, including scale models, like that one from its opening. And you can tell that's model because if you look closely, the real pyramids do not say The Mummy. Universal relaunched The Mummy, and believe it or not, that Sphinx that you see there is this Sphinx model that you see here. This is the actual model that was used in the making of that film. And the attention to detail is incredible. Hieroglyphics, scaffolding. I think Chris would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera.
Absolutely. Another filmmaking technique that fools the camera is the glass matte. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look. In this literal bird's eye view of the town, the parking lot and the fire are real. Everything else was hand-painted onto a single sheet of glass. We created a glass matte that was then placed in front of the lens while they were filming. Later, footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
All very cool stuff. So we've shown you two examples of practical effects, models and glass matte.
But there's another category of practical effect that involves performers, not just props. Practical stunts! Some will say stunts. Please welcome our amazing special effects show stunt department!
Oh yeah! Well, like that, Chris?
Yeah!
Yeah, Colts came flying in over there, Brock was upside down, Tristan did a corkscrew with a twist.
Yep.
How come you and I didn't get a fancy entrance like that?
Because we're wearing nice pants. You may not recognize the faces, but I guarantee you've seen their work in countless television and film productions, oftentimes doubling for some of your favorite celebrities. let me give you a quick introduction. Over here we have Brian Combs. This is Tristan Ott and our stunt coordinator, Mr. Rock Markham. Welcome, gentlemen, welcome. And what an entrance, you two. Rock, buddy, I gotta know, is it true stunt performers almost always double for actors when it comes to fight scenes?
Yes, actors don't like getting hit in the face.
Wait a minute. Kicked in the face.
Yeah, like this.
Oh! Oh! Is he okay?
I don't know. You okay?
Yep. When it comes to staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. The moves need to be realistic enough to fool the camera without injuring anyone. Then, it's up to the stunt performers to make them look believable. Let me set the scene. Exterior, dark alley, dead of night. Two nefarious characters lurk about. Ready, and action!
Hey, spirit dog. Come here!
What's a term for adding sound effects to movies?
Foley! You've probably heard the term Foley before. It's the process of adding sounds to films after they've been shot. But do you know its origins? Jack Foley, he wore many hats. He was a writer, producer, director, he was even a stunt double. But it's when he began producing sound effects for Universal Studios in the early 1920s that he truly began to make a name for himself. For over 30 years, he and his team worked here on the lot at Soundstage 10. They could recreate sound on the stage, they would go out and get it live. In fact, they invented a technique called direct picture, in which they would add sound effects to finished films all in one take. Everything that they did had to be completely in sync with the action on the screen, because even one mistake meant they had to start all over again. And to help us imagine what that must have been like, please welcome our first volunteer!
From Arizona Hill, the Acosta family!
Yeah! Thank you so much for helping us out, guys. They are going to demonstrate how these ordinary items can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you guys might think. For example, this water bottle could be used to articulate the sound of bones breaking. Check it out. Pretty cool, right? And you kids can try that at home, because parents love it when children pretend to break their bones. Take a look at your side screens. We're going to show you a split screen. On one side, we're going to see the hit comedy Identity Thief with Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. On the other side, you're going to see Universal's Foley artists hard at work.
Now I have a plan.
Oh yeah, that looks easy, right? We'll find out. It's a clip that they're going to Foley. But first, let's talk about the tools that we have up here on the stage. Over here, we've got a crash box. It's a wooden box filled with metal objects to sound like crashes. We're also going to use our hands right here to make it sound like running. Over here, we've got 2 reams of paper and a cutting board. Those will sound like bodies are hitting the ground. Over here, we've got 2 boxing gloves. Those will sound like the punch in the throat and slaps on the face. Then down here at the end, we've got a cowbell. This will be used for the moment where the panini maker hits Melissa McCarthy in the back of the shoulder. And then this is where we get crazy. Really use your imaginations here, because these handcuffs are going to sound like handcuffs. That's you. All right, you guys ready to do this? You'll be watching the big old monitor that's right over here. Let me make sure you can see it. All right, you guys good to go? Fantastic. You guys ready up in the booth? Let's roll sound, speed, and action. boxing gloves. It looked like she was dancing at a wedding. Guys, stand along this line right here. Now we're going to reintroduce all the elements of filmmaking. We're going to bring back the dialogue, music, and we're going to incorporate their newly recorded sound effects, and we'll hear how they did. Take a look and listen.
Get over here and give me a wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Good! Now for the big finish! Wow!
Yes! Girls, it's time to quit school and move to Hollywood. Today, Universal has made great films in every genre, but we really left our mark with some of the scariest thriller and horror films. Check it out. Using very special horror effects. Emerging from the shadows behind me are maquettes of some of Universal's most famous monsters from our classic monster family. Let's take a look at Chucky and his bride, Dracula, Michael Myers. Over there, Imhotep the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mother Bates, the perfect setting to demonstrate a horror effect.
That's right, joining us all the way from Burbank, California. Everyone say hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia. Julia was selected because of an amazing scream. Let me show you what I mean. Julia, you just checked into the Bates Motel. You're shampooing your hair. The shower curtain flies open. There's Norman Bates. How would you scream? Nice!
She would die adorably.
We saw that fight scene. Stunt performers have a very high tolerance to pain. Julia, the question is, do you?
Well, do you?
This next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood? Psycho.
Shout out! Over here, who said chocolate syrup? That's right, it was chocolate syrup. You win knowledge. That's right, chocolate syrup, because Psycho was a black and white film, so it didn't matter what color the blood was back then. But nowadays, movie blood has to be much more realistic.
Julia, thank you for lending us a hand.
Literally! Now, at this point in the show where I need to remind the kids, please do not try this at home.
Try it at a friend's house. Hold still, it's going to hurt a lot.
There we go.
Here we go.
Chris, what are you doing? You're not really going to use a machete on Julia.
Of course.
Okay,
No,
good. All
we're
right.
not. We're not going to chop off your arm with a dirty machete. Check out the side screens, everyone. We're going to chop off your arm with this knife because it's much, much sharper. It's okay. You're young. It will grow back. I promise. Count, we're ready to scream. Ready? 1, 2, 3, scream! The Hollywood line. It is completely fake. But the acting was very, very real.
Yeah.
Especially giggling at the end. Check out the size. Here's how it works. The false blade, and there is a notch cut out for your arm. On the back is a bowl full of movie blood. Squeeze it, makes a huge mess. It just goes everywhere. But that's okay because Eric's one who has to clean the whole thing.
Julia was amazing. Give her a round of applause.
Julia.
I wish I could say, I guess I'm part of the pants here, Chris. I don't like to give her phone. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're going to use this phone and I'll be right back, right?
All right, you're going to love me next time. But step over here with me if you would, Julia. We're going to take a picture of you with some of Universal's most famous monsters. It's going to be great for Halloween. Have you come right over here for me. Stand right here, face forward. Make sure you have light on your face. Excellent. All right. Here's what I want from you. Hands in the air like you're in a scary movie. On the count of 3, one last big, huge Hollywood scream. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I gotta say, Julia, even the guy with a knife couldn't get you out of your spotlight. You do very well in Hollywood, young lady. Oh, I wish you could have seen the look on your face. It was amazing. Oh, there it is. Wait a minute, look! I love it! I would go see that movie. It almost looks like a musical with jazz hands. I love it. You met Michael Myers and you lived. That means you're going to be in the sequel. Congratulations. Oh, bad Michael Myers. That is why he has no friends. Someone feels sorry for Michael Myers. Okay. Welcome to Los Angeles, sure. We've seen a lot of very practical effects. We're going to switch gears, take a look at some very cool visual effects. Any special effect that's created using a computer. To help me demonstrate motion capture or mocap, please welcome back my co-host, Aaron!
This outfit is tight! Seriously, it's tight.
Yeah, we noticed. Okay. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's bring up our perimeter sensors. The markers on Aaron's SuperFlight light back to these perimeter sensors, where their movement will be captured using our computer. You ready?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
let's see our capture on the screens, please. Excellent. So the dots on the suit have been translated into this digital skeleton. This is what the computer reads and records for us in real time. Do me a favor, mark that on the side. We always start with a T-pose to signal the beginning of a take. That way our editors will know it's okay. What are you doing?
You saw that?
Everyone saw that.
Gross.
Take your finger, touch your nose, leave both sides twice, nice and slow. This is how we calibrate our system, make sure we have a good, strong connection between our suit, the sensors, and our computer. That looks very good. Yeah, if you're done, you can put your arms out, but I need constant movement now, so I want you to give me jumping jacks, jog in place, stuff like that, okay? Using Eric's capture movements, animators can manipulate the digital skeleton. They can play with the aspect ratio, apply a wireframe. Finish it off with digital skins. They can turn Eric into whatever they want. Today, buddy, they have turned you into a lovable, huggable teddy bear.
A teddy bear? Well, that's adorable. Check it out. Ready in. Hello.
You're not just any teddy bear.
Is that?
You're Ted from Universal's Ted House.
Sweet.
Nancy, got music player? What you got?
All right, here we go.
Yeah. You're in Ted for the
All right, well, how about a little bit of this?
Love it. What else you got?
How about a little something for the ladies?
You know what, let's kill the music and change the subject. Ted, buddy, what do you think of our show so far, huh?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind the scenes thing that you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddy's Ted.
Thunder Buddies for life.
Look at that, you made a Thunder Buddy. That's Ted, that's Eric. Give him up a huge
Yeah, Chris, yeah, see it later now.
All right, we'll see you then.
Cool.
Definitely use your help. Fun fact, Seth MacFarlane had a modified mocap suit built by Phil Tippett Studios so they could act and direct at the same time. Let's take a look at the genius behind Ted in action.
We were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way and to use technology in a way that it really hasn't been used to date. What that technology does so well is it takes fantastical characters and makes them as realistic in movement as possible.
Funny stuff. But as far as technology has come with visual effects and CGI, some things still look better when they're real, like fire. Let's take a look at some fire stunts from Universal Films. One of the most exciting yet most dangerous aspects of filmmaking, without a doubt, is a fire stunt. We're going to bring our top-notch stunt department back out here to show you guys how to execute a live fire burn. Here they come. And in the middle, that is Brian Combs. He is the stunt performer who's going to be set on fire. He's joined by Tristan Ott and our stunt coordinator, Brian Markham, who will be acting as his safety. You see, Brian's applied something to his face. It's not the latest Hollywood beauty cream. It's a protective fire gel. He applies it to all of his exposed skin. You probably know how uncomfortable it is to miss a spot with sunblock. Well, imagine what it must feel like to miss a spot when you're on fire. Not good. Safe as you're staying to that fire extinguisher in case of early ignition.
Excuse me. We're in the field.
Go right ahead.
Tristan, you ready? Ryan, you ready? Feeling.
Upon completion of the burn, Brian will move down to this fire blanket where he will be extended up that he is okay. Thumbs down is a sign to get our medical team involved. Also, excellent time for me to point out that these are trained stunt professionals using specialized equipment. It's not the type of thing anyone should ever think about trying on their own. It looks like Brian's just wearing a pair of jeans and a shirt. Truth, it's the safety layers that give him a little added protection. Nothing is going to make him fireproof, but each layer buys him time when he needs it the most. We're hoping he can burn for about 8 to 10 seconds a day. That's our goal for this shot. All right, then we're ready to go. We'll take our lights down, set our clock to 0. At this time, we do have to ask that everybody please remain seated for the duration of this stunt. Stunt team, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Tristan, are you ready? Ready. Ryan, ready to burn?
Ready. Ready and action.
Lighting. You're lit. You're out.
Anybody's wondering if that was real fire, ask the folks down front. It got a little warm, didn't it? There's a guy over here hiding behind his kids.
Hey, Chris, I'm ready for the fire burn.
Well, you missed it. We just did the fire burn with Combs.
We like to joke around. Hey, come on, let's do the fire burn. I'm ready.
Hey, let's do one more.
There we go. Oh, here we go. We're doing it right now. Okay, here we go. All right, safety first. Everybody back up. You are back up. We got a hot fire here. Ooh, it's so hot. Chris, it's so hot. I can barely feel it. Ooh, this is a horrible idea. Chris, get out of the way. Put me out.